Millennials are the last generation of love.
Millennials might be the last generation to have experienced the world when it was still truly beautiful. And hear me out on this, because I haven't been able to stop thinking about this since I realized this is where it all changed. And this is the TikTok that you're going to be thinking about all week long. So in order for this to sink in, as long as you're not driving, what I want you to do is close your eyes, because it's the summer of 2006. It's 10 a.m. You're just a kid. You're lying in your bed in your room, and you are bored. There is nothing to do because there's nothing good on TV. You don't have a cell phone, and you can't use the internet because you're not allowed to, because it ties up the phone line. The whole house is quiet. And that's why you can hear the breeze outside. And that's where we all got acquainted with that bird that we came to know so well. And you are just lying there, wondering if your crush is thinking about you, wondering if there's still pizza rolls in the freezer, wondering what it is you're going to do today. And that quiet isn't interrupted by a notification. That quiet is interrupted by the doorbell. Or maybe it's one of 30 texts that you'll get this month because that's all you paid for on your plan. But your day is interrupted by your squad who shows up on bikes, or maybe they have an older sibling that came to pick you up in their vehicle, and that's like a really, really good day. And when your friends show up, that's when the whole day starts, and you all go out together, and you don't have cell phones, you're just with each other, and you talk to each other face to face. And here's the really big one, is whatever you do today is going to boil down to 3 solid options. You're either going to hit the mall, and you don't go to shop or spend money. Like, you're not going to actually do anything. It's just to be somewhere else together. And you're not going to buy anything or spend any money unless maybe you bump into your crush and their friend group, and then maybe you spend the little money that you have in your pocket to go to the movies or hit the food court. But it's not about the movie, and it's not about the food. It's about the people that you're with. Option number 2 is heading over to somebody's house so that you can all be bored together. And this is where the best memories of our entire lives came from. These are the days and memories that are going to stick with you in your mind, that make you happy just remembering them, and they will stick with you until the day you die. And the thing is, they came off the back of a day that was just boring, but you were with your friends, and you don't realize how special that is when you're in that moment. But you will when you're grown. And those moments are memorable because of the people that you're with. Do you notice a pattern here? Because option number 3, which is going to resonate more for the guys, but option number 3 was heading over to somebody's house for a LAN party or a Halo party, and you all just play video games together. And you're playing in the same house. And it's not really about winning, because it kinda is, but it's not. It's about the people who you are physically with. Now I want you to open your eyes, because we flash forward almost 20 years. And everything I just mentioned still happens, but it's all been corrupted by technology, convenience, and making a buck. Nobody is bored today. Every single second of our lives is trying to be captured by a company. And these corporations are doing that in exchange for what they say is convenience. But here's the thing, even though movies come straight to our devices, we are all watching them alone. Even though we can place the order online and skip the line, we are all eating alone. You can still play video games with your friends. Gen Z and Gen Alpha love doing this. There's Fortnite wizards everywhere. Everybody loves these video games, but the thing is it's all pay to play. It's all microtransactions. You don't buy a game and enjoy it until the next one comes out. There's all kinds of DLC content that you have to pay for, but the really, really big one is that Gen Z and Gen Alpha, when they're playing with their friends are in their ear. They're not right next to them. This generation is never going to know what it's like to get a Kilimanjaro and look across the room at your friend like, what just happened? That's over. And we're not bored anymore. Every single second of our day is controlled by devices with people who are telling us how to think and what to think. I'm doing it to you right now. Your mind isn't idle. It's consuming content that's been created by someone else. And that's the final layer on this like corruption of everything that used to be good about having downtime. Capitalism has brought us to this place where no one is ever bored, and goods and services are so easily accessible and so customizable that Going to the mall or picking a movie or deciding what to eat is no longer about the people that we do that with. It's about us. I can skip the line, place my order online, but I'm not eating with my friends. I could watch the newest shows on my device, but I'm watching them alone. We're doing the same things today that we used to do, but instead of bringing us closer together, the things that we're doing today are isolating us from the people around us. Families watch their shows on their own devices in separate rooms today. Having friends in 2024 doesn't mean the same thing that it did in 2004. And I'm pretty convinced that human beings are not designed to operate like this. We deserve and need face-to-face contact with people who genuinely care about us and who we feel we belong in a tribe with or a group with. And it makes me so sad, but so grateful to be a part of a generation that was literally the last generation to experience the world where that still happened pretty frequently. And I guess I'm thinking about this a lot this week when every ad on my phone has been for this new Apple device that you put on your head, and your children are no longer going to recognize you as mom or dad, but just this like half machine, half person thing. I know you can see straight through it to the little person who's asking you for food, the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but they're not seeing you. You might see them, but we're just like drifting apart as a species. And the more that we drift apart, the more that we crave the simpler times when we didn't have all of these distractions. We just had each other. So if you're a millennial and you feel like the world has lost its innocence, maybe that's something that happens with every generation, or maybe this is actually the turning point where humanity stops being what it once was. Let me know where you think we are in the comments.